Hi everyone. I'm coming on to do a card share we on YouTube connecting. That's us connected. Hi everyone. I'm coming on to do a card share. Just mute myself, that saves any echoes. So today I found a template for a 14 card one sheet wonder. Now I had left the link description bar for the template that I followed, but obviously I tend to steer a little away from exactly what is on the template. I'm not 100% on following everything by the letter. So this is kind of my layout that I put together while I was making them without having to watch a separate page while I was working. I do have the measurements here, but I would suggest going over to the site I have linked below and checking out the site there. As I said, I just worked along with my own, basically I dance to my own beat. I don't really follow tutorials very well. I like to do my own thing. But this is what I came up with, and I did get 14 cards out of it with very, very little scrap. What I did do is I think some of these, I think the card bases were from a, sorry about the noise, but the house is like a nightmare. I'm filming, keep the noise down. So, where was I? Yeah, races are maybe American, because there was a few of them that I felt I needed to trim. I'm just trying to see if I can find one that I've trimmed. That's actually one I trimmed, the front one there. And it's not much of a trim. As you can see, there is just a little lip at the bottom, trimmed off. But anyway, what I did was I used sentiments from Upsets and just kept them quite generic, so that if I need a card in a hurry, I've got 14 ready to go, really. I was originally going to just leave the sentiments off and then decided, no, I'm going to put them on. I stamped them using the same colours from the collection, which is Succulent Garden. Was Tip Top Taupe, I think. No, I'm a liar, that's Old Olive. But this one was Thinking of You. I haven't stamped the back or anything yet. This one was Mint Macaron. We have got Sweet Sugar Plum. And this is just a note. Let me just move that window over a little bit so I can see what's happening on the screen, so I know I'm on camera. So that one's just a note. All the paper is backed onto Mint Macaron. I wanted to keep them flown, the same pattern throughout, and the same with the sentiment. I have backed them all on Mint Macaron, but I could have used any of the collection. Another just a note. This one here was There's nothing in the caterpillar that tells you it is going to be a butterfly. What I used was my Elegant Butterfly Punch, which is retiring. I used my scraps of mint macaron, and then I used some of the vellum cardstock, layered them up, and added a little bit of rhinestone trim just into the centre, and it's just added a nice little embellishment to it. The rest, I think so. I'm not sure. I'm filming. So it's added a nice little embellishment, and I have popped it up on Pop Dots, as is all the sentiments on Dimensionals. This one is Thinking of You. Oops, and I think that was Tip Top Taupe that I used on that one. Again, Old Olive, he's sleeping. He's not feeling that very well, actually. Thinking of You. And again, I have left it blank, but if it is for a certain occasion, I can then add a topper to it if I wish. But to be honest, I think it's quite pretty as it is, and you could maybe just add a few rhinestones or some pearls or something if you wished. So that's Thinking of You. This one is another one that I had to cut down. As I said, I think the measurements were, and my A6 cards that I made were just wrong side. So this one again is the same sentiment as the last one. There's nothing in the caterpillar that tells you it's going to be a butterfly. That is using Sweet Sugar Plum again. And again, we've got the little butterfly embellishment. Now, you could do that with the bitty butterfly punch or the bitty butterfly punch. Exact same sentiment. Just pop out your vellum, put them together and put a little bit of rhinestone in between, and it would be a lovely embellishment. This one is just Happy Birthday, and it's with Calypso Coral, which is the little flowers are in Calypso Coral. So it does correlate with what we've got on the main frame. These two are the same because what you're doing is you actually flip them around. Those two are actually cut as one panel, and then you cut from 1 inch to 1 inch going in that way, slit it across, and you end up with your 2 panels. Again, we have got a space up here that we could add a flower, a topper, even another butterfly, which I probably will, if I'm honest. I think getting added to most of these. But that's a happy birthday and thank you so very much. Again, they are quite generic. They're not going to annoy anyone. This is Sending Wishes Your Way. Again, another panel up the top and just a small space down here that you don't need to fill your white space. Oh, excuse me. Sometimes the white space is actually quite pretty to be on its own. But I probably will add a few little butterflies. I do like to see white space, but I do like a little bit of decoration. This is another one. Thank you so very much. Just your 3 matted layer panels. Really pretty. But again, it's so simplistic. Then we have the 3 small squares. I actually had to cut that one out I don't even know if I've still got it handy. No, don't think so. Oh, I have. I had to cut another panel. I had to cut another card base because I messed up my measurements between them. I did originally put my centre one on and then my two sides. That didn't work. So what I did was I put my two sides down with a tiny border at the edge in my centre so that I knew I had it spaced correctly. Luckily, I was able to salvage the actual squares because it would annoyed me having to cut another 12 by 12 just to get 3 small squares. And I wouldn't have been happy with a 13 card wonder. So, as I said, another simplistic and just the sentiment there. The sentiment's quite bold, so I probably wouldn't add anything to that. And then lastly, we have thank you so very much again in the Calypso Coral. And just the panels down below. And I haven't made envelopes for them yet, but let's see, that's a nice wee supply. I mean, you could even use these as note cards for sending out with a rack or whatever. You could split them into 2 sets of 6 and keep yourself 2, or if you were sending them out as 2 racks, send one as the card that you're gifting them. So for instance, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me see, because there's one that I think would have been better. Let's see. Like that one there. You could easily, is that right? Yeah. Send those 6 as a rack. Just put a nice wee bit of green ribbon round it, or even cream, with your envelopes obviously, and then gift that to the recipient. Send them wishes your way, and that way they have got a beautiful collection. And you have then sent a thank you, just a note, another just a note, generic one, and thinking of you. So they could be used for many occasions. And again, you've got the same set to send to someone else. So it's a nice idea. I hope it's inspired you. I will be hopefully doing more of these because I'll be honest, I really enjoyed today just sitting and making these. And I did have a few sentiments left over that I had printed, stamped out and didn't use. We've got a few tiny hellos that I will probably make into 3 by 3 cards if I'm honest, or 3.5 inch cards. I've got a just a note, send a wishes your way, and another thank you so much. Because at the time I wasn't sure what I was going to put on the card, but it worked out really well. I haven't inked anything. I didn't ink the panels and I didn't ink my sentiments. I wanted it very, very clean and fresh. And I think it's came out really well. I'm really, really chuffed with how well they have come out. And as I said, they're so simplistic. The link is on my description bar. Please pop over and have a wee look. It is a fantastic template. And as I said, the scraps are minimal. You can back them with just about anything. I actually bought the Succulent Garden cardstock and I did contemplate using the Old Olive, but being a springtime colour, I wanted the lighter, so I decided to go with the mint macaron. But I think I will be hounding her Amanda to put me in an order of mint macaron because I really love that cardstock and it just works wonderfully with that. So I hope that's inspired you and I hope you have a wee go. I'll take photos of them close up because I think I maybe add just maybe a bit of Wink of Stella or a wee bit of Stickles or something to it just to lift it. It's quite blurry on YouTube actually, but I'm hoping by the time it processes it will be a bit better. I hope. If not, I'll delete it and do it again. As I said, I prefer doing the live if I can because it instantly uploads. It means I don't need to chew up my internet connection. Anyway, I will speak to you all soon and thanks for watching. Bye for now.